Assalamu alaikum 6th class. Hope you are all fine. Subject Computer Science revision of unit number 2 Introduction to Windows. Today we are going to revise page number 53, topic maximize and minimize buttons. Maximize buttons is used to maximize and restore window. When maximizing a window refers to enlarging it to fit the screen of entire screen. The menus and toolbars remain, but the title bar disappears. Maximize means to make as large or great as possible. Maximize options also allows the users to enlarge a window, usually making it fill the entire screen or the program window in which it is contained. When a window is maximized, it cannot be moved until it is reduced in size. To maximize a window, click on the right corner of the Windows title bar. The shape of this button will be changed to this. Using the restore button, often you can get this effect by clicking the same button you used to maximize the window or by double clicking the title bar. If you single click the window, it will show a single square. If you double click it, this square will be shown in double. Minimize button is used to minimize the window. Minimize means to reduce to the smallest possible amounts or degree. Minimizing a window refers to converting the window into an icon on the taskbar. The window is still open, but it takes up a very little space on taskbar. Consider the following computer folder window. Minimize is an action which is used to hide a window but keep the program running in the background. In all recent versions of Microsoft Windows, the minimize button is represented by an underscore or dash. You can see it. To minimize above window, click this icon on upper right corner of the window. Its icon will display on taskbar. Now we will see it practically. What is the function of minimize and maximize buttons? Here is the computer screen. The maximize and minimize buttons is located on the top right. It's minimize, just like minus button, and it's the maximize button. Minimize, when I click the minimize button, the window is disappeared and it will locate on taskbar. When I click it, it will restore, and when I press the maximize button, you will see the double square. It shows that it's full screen, and when I click it, it will show the smaller screen and a single square. When I click it, it will show the whole screen and double square icon will be seen. Now the next topic is close button. In Windows 7 and other operating systems, the close button with cross sign is located at the top right corner of the window. This button is used to close the window. The close box or close buttons assist a Windows in a program or the entire program. In most operating systems, the software programs, the close button denoted by an cross in red highlighted box, and it is located in the top right corner of the window. Here you can see the close button in the red highlighted box. These three buttons are located all together: minimize, maximize and close button. When I click the close button, the program will closed. 2.3 Managing files and folders on page number 55. All types of data and information are stored in form of files. The files are arranged into folders. Files and folders are stored in drives. Let us define the terms file, folder and drive with simple example. Topic 2.3.1 Definition of file, folders and drive. 5. In order to use the information again and again, it is organized and then stored on any storage device in the form of file. File is the basic unit to store any data or information. A named collection of information stored on any storage device is called file. A file is an object on the computer that stores data, information, settings or commands using within a computer program. In a graphical user interface such as Microsoft Windows, file displays as icons that relate to the program that opens the file. And a file may contain text, graphic, worksheet, music. In Windows 7, files are represented with specific icons of the programs in which they are created. This makes easy to recognize a type of file by looking at the icon. Some common examples of files icons are given below. Basically, a file is created using a software program on the computer. For example, to create a text file, you would use a text editor. To create an image file, you use an image editor software program. And to create a document, you would use a word processor. Page number 56. As you can see, a few examples of files. If the document is made on Word file, so it will show an icon of MS Word file. Here is the icon of MS Word file. If you are using an Excel file to calculate some values, here is the icon of Excel file. And if you are creating some shapes or drawing etc., so you are using the Paint file, and here is the icon of Paint file. Now the next topic is folder. If we have many files on disk, it will be nearly impossible to find an particular file when we need it. That is why we organize the paper files in folders inside a filing cabinet. Similarly, on computers we store files in folder. A named collection of files stored on any storage device is called folder. Thus, a folder contains files. It is an alternate name for directory. Some typical folder icons are shown below. As you can see here, new folder or empty folder, and a folder containing files. When a folder is containing files, it shows an icon of the required documents or extension files, and here is the empty files. A folder is also called a directory, is a special space used to store files and other files and shortcuts on a computer. And folders are very important. Folders helps you to keep your file organized and separate. If you had no folders on your computer, your documents, programs and operating system files would be all located in the same place. Folders also allows you to have more than one files with the same file name. For example, you have a file called resume.doc. Doc is the extension of document world file in your My Documents folder, and the other name called resume.doc in the different folder name called resume templates. If all your files were in a single place, every file would need a unique file name. And a folder can contain one or more files of any type and can even store other directories with their own files. They may be also contain shortcuts to programs. Folders can also store on other folders. A folder within a folder is called a subfolder. We can create any numbers of subfolders in a folders, and each one can hold any number of files and additional subfolders. Now move to the exercise. We are going to cover exercise A. Question number 13. Define the term file. Its answer is on page number 55. A named collection of information stored on any storage device is called file. Now the next question is question number 14. What is meant by folder? Its answer is on page number 56. A named collection of files stored on any storage device is called folder. You have to revise these questions. So take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.